Hey guys, this is Adam Winch with Defenders USA. I am fortunate enough, we're blessed enough to be headquartered in the Grand Junction, Colorado area, which is on the western slope of Colorado, right? So we're really about 35 miles from the Utah border and right along the interstate here. But several years ago, the Cameo Shooting and Education Complex opened up right here in Grand Junction. And from what I understand, and Walt here's going to tell you a little bit more, from what I understand, it's the largest private range or whatever it is in America. It's one of the best ranges in the world. And I'm blessed enough or fortunate enough to be able to use this as one of my home ranges. And we're doing more and more courses out here, been doing it for several years, and just phenomenal. On top of that, despite sometimes Walt being a little grumpy, the staff here is phenomenal, just phenomenal. Walt here actually runs this place, just an incredible guy. He's been so helpful, and I think I'm getting up to enough to the point where maybe he'll even allow me to call him a friend. At least I want to be. So anyways,
Absolutely.
So Walt's here, and I wanted Walt to just kind of tell you a little bit about himself, because he's a shooter, guys. He's a shooter. But also tell you about Cameo, because this is a phenomenal place to come train. So Walt, thanks for coming, and good to see you here.
Yeah.
Thanks for stepping on camera. But anyways, you want to tell them who you are and tell
so my name is Walt Proulx. I'm a lifelong shooter, and most recently for the last 8 years or so I've been a competitive shooter in action pistol sports, currently a pro shooter for Wilson Combat Firearms, and general manager of the Cameo Shooting and Education Complex. The complex was hatched 6 years ago or so as a concept, and there was always great doubt as to whether it would actually come to fruition the way that it has.
And this was kind of your brainchild.
Well, I was called in to help with all the design and everything.
Gotcha.
Others prior to me with CPW and the town of Palisade actually had the idea long before I came along, but they got a hold of me and I helped design the facility as you see it today. And then I was fortunate enough that they invited me to apply for the job when it came open, and after long battles I got the job, so I'm living the dream now. But the Cameo Shooting and Education Complex is owned and operated by Colorado Parks and Wildlife, so it's not actually a private range, but it offers many of the available attributes of a private range, in that large groups can reserve major portions of the facility to host national
Gotcha.
and world competitive
Gotcha.
events, and also be still economically accessible to folks like yourself and Defenders USA to come here and teach classes. And I think we're up to 42 user groups now.
Whew.
And in this year, just our third full year of operation, well, 2.5 full, so second real full year of operation, we have already got booked out 12 major national and world
Wow.
events, and countless smaller local club events and trainings by folks like yourself. We've had top tier military units train here, law enforcement units train here, and all the way down to your basic introductory pistol civilian classes.
So yeah, I've run all sorts of courses, from long range precision up on the bench up there to handgun, rifle, you name it out here. And we've also even been able to train like SWAT teams and even us special operations out here.
That's right.
But I've seen all sorts of not just governmental units, but other training teams come out here and train. In fact, we just had a group come in, DCS, Dynamic Combative Solutions from Phoenix, came up to train here. Right? They came up here and did some work with us for 5 days straight. But it seems like you do a lot of big stuff, like some of the bigger names like Hornady, and we're doing the A Girl and a Gun coming up here, I think in April.
Yeah, 500 women from around the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what kind of other names are out there that folks would recognize?
Doug Koenig, captain of the Ruger shooting team, actually just got clearance. He's going to be hosting the Koenig Ruger Precision Rifle Series Championship here in June. We've got the Rocky Mountain Regional IDPA Championship here in May on Memorial Day weekend. It's actually going to be the biggest IDPA regional ever held, currently with 279 competitors from 27 states and 2 other countries already signed up.
Guys, you got to come out and see this place.
IDPA National Championship, the Surefire World Multi-Gun Championship is going to be held the exact same weekend as the NRL Precision Hunter Steel Challenge match. 2 world championships simultaneously on this facility.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how big's the facility? How many bays do you have?
So just under 2,000 acres total. The action shooting bays and rifle bays occupy 23 acres of that facility, and they represent the majority of the flat ground on the property. 20 pistol and rifle bays.
Okay.
7 of those being public access bays.
Okay.
13 of those being exclusive use event and training type bays.
Yeah,
that
the
you
ones
use.
we use.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Quite
Okay.
a bit of the time. We've got a full known distance archery bay and 4 year-round access 3D archery loops of varying skill levels.
Going up the hill up there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 world-class sporting clays ranges that just opened up 6 months ago, and very soon we'll be opening a fully functional 5 stand for sporting clays.
Oh.
And our sporting clays ranges are already being touted as some of the best in the world.
From what I see of this place, it's absolutely majestic. I mean, I've had the fortune of going all over the world and all over the U.S. at different ranges, and honestly, I've never seen anything like this. I mean, you're seeing one bay. This is the 100-yard bay here that we use oftentimes, but man, some of the other stuff here, I mean, we're shooting out to 2,000 yards on our long-range precision stuff, and it's just fantastic here. So, wow. What about your background? You're a competitive shooter.
I am. As I said, I'm a sponsored pro shooter for Wilson Combat Firearms, and my son and I both are actually.
Yeah.
It's a real special thing to have had him grow up with this thing. Started when he was 12 and I was 48 at the time. So I'm doing this and he's doing this. So.
Who's the better shot?
He is now. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you gotta beat that kid down.
He is unbelievably good. Like world class good. It was interesting. 3 weeks ago we shot a competition at South Mountain in Phoenix and we were both division champions. So it's pretty neat when
congratulations.
Yeah, it's pretty neat when we get to both come home with a division championship. That doesn't happen as often as I get older. He gets them all the time, but yeah.
Boys and girls, this guy's a shooter. Great guy. If you ever come out here, he or his staff can take you on tours of this place. It's absolutely incredible. You guys can rent like side-by-sides out here, and so you can run all over the place. You don't have to take your vehicles, but they got kind of a pro shop that's building up now. They've got ammo here that they can even sell you for courses or for training that you do out here. And I mean, there's even Wi-Fi on the entire place out here.
Ubiquitous Wi-Fi throughout this 25
through
acres.
the entire place, and all the bays have electricity and lights, and it's just a fantastic place. So, anyways, wanted to tell you about Cameo. Wanted to introduce you to Walt. Just incredible guy, and I'm just so fortunate to be able to work here sometimes and do some of the stuff we do on these bays. So again, Adam Winch Defenders USA and Cameo Shooting Education Complex. If you ever come by, say hi to Walt and company. And it's not just Walt here; he's got an incredible crew of people.
Best staff
here
in the world and 100 volunteers that we couldn't do it without.
So they might be looking for volunteers. I don't know.
Always
looking for volunteers, and their staff, their full-time staff, you don't find any better. So just wanted to tell you about this place. All right. Thanks for your time. Adam Winch Defenders USA.